Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today marks the end of Patreon week for this month. 5 Commander deck videos in 5 days. Today's video was sponsored by Patreon supporter Phoenix of Ice. He requested we do a video around a custom commander. He's already gotten approval from his playgroup to use this custom card, but he was having troubles building something around it on the color identities. After all, Grixis Group Hug isn't the easiest thing to build around. Before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. I've been very happy with the growth this channel has had so far, and I'm excited to see where we're going. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Taylor Kingdom Entangler is the custom Commander made by Phoenix of Ice. He's a 3-mana, 2/4 legendary human rogue with Skull. He also says we can't become the Monarch. Additionally, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses another player, and the chosen player becomes the Monarch. Whenever one or more creatures another player controls attacks the Monarch, you and the attacking player each draw a card, and create a treasure token. So basically, this commander is Group Hug combined with some goad effects. While the Monarch isn't exactly goad, players are encouraged to attack the Monarch so that they can draw cards. So I figured we'd go with that theme, and I settled on Solkanar the Tainted as the backup commander. So if your playgroup doesn't allow custom commanders, feel free to just use Solkanar as your commander. Solkanar the Tainted is a 5-mana, 5/5 legendary elemental demon with end step triggers. Each end step, we choose one that hasn't been chosen. Either we draw a card, have each opponent lose 2 life and we gain 2 life, deal 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker, or exile Solkanar, then return it to the battlefield under an opponent's control. While he doesn't make treasures like Taylor does, Solkanar is capable of Group Hug, if he sticks around long enough. So we want Group Hug, Group Treasures, and a bit of goading. Additionally, Phoenix of Ice requested that the deck be under $100. But before we get into our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Now, let's start with our lands. We're running Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Crumbling Necropolis, Ice Tunnel, Sulphurous Mire, Volatile Fjord, Contaminated Aquifer, Geothermal Bog, Molten Tributary, Sunken Hollow, Smoldering Marsh, Prismari Campus, Temple of Deceit, Temple of Malice, Temple of Epiphany, Mistfault Bridge, Drossforge Bridge, Silverbluff Bridge, Dimir Guildgate, Rakdos Guildgate, Izzet Guildgate, Myriad Landscape for ramp, Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse for color fixing, Bojuka Bog for graveyard hate, 5 islands, 2 swamps, and 4 mountains. Our mana ramp consists of Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Sky Diamond, Charcoal Diamond, Fire Diamond, Dimir Signet, Rakdos Signet, Izzet Signet, Mindstone, and Felwar Stone as mana rocks. We've also got Wayfarer's Bauble and Solemn Simulacrum to fetch extra lands, and a Tempting Contract for treasure generation. Now, I mentioned that this was a Group Hug deck, so most of our card draw helps the entire table. We've got Humble Defector, Howling Mine, Temple Bell, Dictate of Krufix, Girpur Orrery, Kami of the Crescent Moon, Well of Ideas, Fevered Visions, Intellectual Offering, Minds Aglow, Prosperity, Ingenious Mastery, Windfall, and Flux, which is the nicest of all wheel effects. For Graveyard Recursion, we're running Exhume and Tempt with Immortality. For tutors, we have Noble Benefactor, Wishclaw Talisman, and scheming symmetry. Finally, just for some fun, we've got Wildfire Devils. We are Grixis after all, gotta be a little evil. For interaction, we're running a small counterspell package in An Offer You Can't Refuse, Negate, Arcane Denial, Dream Fracture, and Commit Memory. For spot removal, we've got Terminate, Bedevil, Abrade, Feed the Swarm, Mire in Misery, Chaos Warp, and Rakdos Charm. Our board wipes consist of Aetherize, Blasphemous Act, and Last One Standing. Again, we're in Grixis. Gotta have a little bit of chaos. Our goat effects include Disrupt Decorum, Baloth Baratrol, Entertainer, Karazakar, the Eye Tyrant, Furcrag, Cunning Instigator, and Maestro's Confluence. Next up, the core of our deck consists of Carder, Doomscourge, Rite of the Raging Storm, Wanted Scoundrels, Braids, Conjurer Adept, Ludovec, Necro Alchemist, John Irenicus, Shattered One, and Wrong Turn. Finally, our win cons. We're running Tristadecaphile and Laboratory Maniac. We are drawing a ton of cards in our deck, but we're doing it the fair way, not just exiling our library. So let's take a look at our deck and compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources, split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, right on target. 20 pieces of card advantage. High, but we are group hug, so it's okay. 12 pieces of interaction. 3 board wipes. 3 pieces of graveyard hate. And 2 sudden I win cards. So our deck checks all the boxes and is a ton of fun to play. Regardless of which commander you're running, you can sit back and help people draw all the cards they ever wanted to. You're helping them make treasure tokens, encouraging them to attack each other, and letting them search for cards. This deck also isn't oppressive to play against. It's a fun, casual deck that you can enjoy playing, even if you are in Grixis. As far as upgrades go, I really wanted to fit both Horn of Greed and Zancha Sleeper Agent into the list, but both of them have gone up in price. Hopefully we'll get reprints of them soon. I also wanted to keep as many budget-typed duels as possible in the deck, so that if you wanted to upgrade the deck, fetches would get you more than just basics. I'd replace the temples and the guild gates with fetch lands first, then look at upgrading your artifact lands to shocks and bond lands. Do you have a custom commander deck? Or a commander you've always wanted to see printed? Are you excited to build Solkanar the Tainted? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to Tomato to Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Jiraiya, Waffles, Muffins, Casey, Danny, Nick, Marcus, Black Dragon, and Phoenix of Ice. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.